Planes apart. 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 Planes apart.
Yo, can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Cooper Snacks. Thank you,
Good to
Dragon
me,
Nate.
man.
Hell yeah. Welcome back to the WIP, everyone. I can't believe it's Thursday, honestly. It feels like yesterday we were just gathered around the same metaverse space. Super happy to be back. We have an amazing lineup for folks today. We have Gary Cartilage, aka Lazarus2571, aka Troy Fitzpatrick, aka like a million other pseudonyms. This dude has it all when it comes to pseudonyms as well as art. He has a Nifty Gateway drop today, who we'll be talking about. We have the lovely Stina Jones in the house for the very first time. And on top of that, she helped design today's POAP that we're going to be distributing a little bit later. Make sure you listen out for that. Stina Jones POAP. This is NFT, folks. All you need to do to claim it is to be here and to listen to the update. So keep an ear out for that. And we have Sam Bruckman in the house, probably going to be talking about async music, what he's doing with Verdegree, his choral ensemble, a lot of magic going on over there. A couple shout outs though. Shout out to Trippy Yogi for putting on the pre-show music set. As always, it was just the perfect thing for my Thursday to get me ready for the WIP. Shout out to all the OGs in the space. I feel like we're going to be sounding like broken records for a while. We've been in the space for a while. We helped kind of create and lay the foundation for what's happening now, which is this amazing explosion of just like fucking everyone coming into the space. The Weeknd is dropping an NFT this week, but it's really important to keep shouting out everyone who did something before, everyone who's been on the ground doing their thing for years and years and years, not just since CryptoKitties, but even before that, going back to like 2014 with the theoretical framework for what we're calling NFTs now, back in the colored coin days and the rare Pepe days and all that good stuff. So you probably can't remind people that there's been like a 7-year history in the space enough. So don't be afraid to sound like a broken record. And I just got to say, hashtag free AxieInfinity and free Jiho. There's some nonsense going on over in the Twitter sphere where AxieInfinity accounts and Jiho's accounts have been suspended for some reason. Try to get Jack's attention, try to get the safety department over at Twitter to undo their stupid mistake and get those folks back in here who are doing so much to empower just game players and their community. Don't want to keep this too long, but we have an exciting after show planned with BitTrees that Rizzle will touch on. Super happy to be back in the Token Smart Lounge today for folks that are in the metaverse. And with that, I'll pass the mic to my dude Rizzle to get the show rolling.
Thank you, man. Actually, if we could drop a link to Crypto Voxels, we're gonna kick off this egg hunt concurrently with the speakers. So while I'm doing intros, we're gonna give you guys a few tasks to do. So if we could get like a Crypto Voxels link in there, let's get everybody in world. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you, Easy. I'm gonna pass the mic when I'm done with intros over to Ian from BitTrees. aka Savage from Blackheart Honeymoon. He's going to explain how to find some eggs. And so while the speakers are talking, y'all can be hunting eggs. Before that, I want to do the big WIP drop, and I'm just going to do like the mother load now in the BitTrees channel right above WIP. I figured out the command, so this should do it right. Okay, so you got 15 minutes. I'm not even going to ramble for that long, but you got plenty of time to scoop that up if you go right up to the BitTrees channel. And let me make sure everyone can see that. Okay. Looks like people, wait, can everybody see that? No. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got the command right. Yo, Dragonade Sandy, if you don't mind, help me out while I'm rambling here and making sure the BitTrees channel permission is open for everyone to get to. We'll get you up there. We got plenty of time.
It should be open for everybody with the Token Smarties role. So as long as you've verified in the Discord, and probably if you can see this channel, you can see that channel.
So right above WIP is the BitTrees channel. However, I don't see a lot of people clicking on the airdrop right now. Okay, hang on. I'm changing a thing. Okay, saw someone else. All right. Now we got some people. Hey, all right. So hop in there. We did it. All right, now it's there. Woo. All right. So did the big drop. Now I don't have to remember to do the second part of it afterwards. You got plenty of time. Don't worry. I did it. I figured it out. I was doing like some pre-game testing. Let's see, couple announcements. Our on-chain gang buddies, mural.art, who did the paint drop, they're doing a contest. It's free to enter and you can win stuff. So do their thing if you like their project. They've been on a few times here talking about their stuff, and we had them on the podcast. So support their stuff if you like their thing. Food drive update. A lot of you guys saw the post. Love Handles distributed the first round of Trizlet tacos. Everyone who bought a Trizlet taco NFT got a follow-up Trizlet taco NFT airdropped into their account. So check your Wax account. If you had a Trizlet taco, you got another thing. Or if you don't, you will shortly. So we're also in contact with a local shelter and teaming up with them to distribute some of this money that we sourced from the food drive. The Wild Cards collaboration with Mr. Y is going very well. We've probably almost cleared about 2 ETH worth of NFTs that are going towards donation to Wild Cards, and those you actually get like a physical postcard and a chance to win stuff as well. So really appreciate the community support on all of these charity things that we've been pushing here. It's extremely inspiring. We are fortunate enough to have some money in the reserves from this food drive to keep doing awesome things with that money, and we will absolutely keep you guys posted and show you guys all the awesome stuff we do that we wouldn't be able to do without your support. Let's see, anything else? I think that's the big thing. Y'all, it takes a gigantic team to make this happen. I mean, we shout out the WIP Crew every week. The bot squad is in there as well. We got Cynthia and Rogan X, in the mix as well. It's a whole list of people that goes into making these awesome events happen. Easy, Trizlet, Paradox, Dragonate, Trippy Show, Timmy Tubador, Frankie Needles and DCL, Alex, Guts Berserk, GB, Grev, Conwolf, Quigbell, obviously Sandy, everybody, man. It's a true community effort to make this happen. I love the fact that we're like banging the drum of the OGs on the regular lately. I don't know, pleases me greatly. So, all right, without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic over to my buddy Ian if he's not server whacked so he can explain. Yeah, everybody jump in. Easy's got the link right there. Jump into Crypto Voxels. I'm going to hop off stage here. And I'm going to pass the mic to Ian so he can explain what you guys need to do for this egg hunt.
Check.
Oh, and everybody's going to get rewarded. Sorry, before I pass the mic to you, Ian, everybody who participates, it's like a real egg hunt. Like everybody who finds an egg is going to get like, I don't know, something that's at least worth more than like a real egg. Promise you.
Oh, thanks.
Take it away,
thanks,
Ian.
Sandy. Oh, hello, greetings, salutations, welcome. Hello, everybody. So here we are again doing another scavenger hunt, and I will just read this. Hello and greetings. Welcome to Eggapalooza Hobby Hunting 2021, brought to you by Token Smart, presented by BitTrees in association with the WIP. Yeah. Today you will be challenged to find egg voxels, but there is a catch. Most of them are fool's eggs. Whoever finds the 3 rainbow eggs and completes the forms will win. The first prize is 5 whale whipsy and a wearable. Second prize is the t-shirt wearable. The third prize is a hat wearable. Everyone who competes in the scavenger hunt and finds all the rainbow eggs will receive an airdrop of whale. Also, everyone who participates in the event by taking a selfie with any egg and tagging both NFT Smart, like at NFT Smart, so Token Smart Twitter, and at BitTrees, so the BitTrees Twitter, with hashtag April Fool's Day, hashtag Excellent Challenge, will receive a spin for a WIP moment. Happy hunting, enjoy the Eggapalooza. And the eggs are all going to be located on top of the Welcome Center in Crypto Voxels. So you just go to the Portal Network, it'll be on top. I'm going to drop another Crypto Voxel link to where the rules are so you can read them. The rules are also going to be in the forums, so it's real straightforward, but that doesn't stop anyone from getting it all messed up, right? So anyways, obviously we did see a big, huge crash on Bitcoin today. It went down to like 42,000. April Fools! Oh, that's me. Anyways, I'm going to pass the mic now. I think that's everything's covered, right? Yes? Okay. Oh, I got you for a second.
Dude, yeah, dude, you actually made me like freak out for a minor second there. I was like, oh my God, check. Nice, dude. Very good. Yo, thank you, Ian. Yes, we posted the rules. Hop into Crypto Voxels. You have plenty of time. Get the whip drop in the Bittrees channel. Hop into Crypto Voxels. Everyone who does the things will get rewarded. Prizes guaranteed to be better than a regular egg, even though regular eggs are cool. With that, yo, Gary, man, big fan of yours. Have been for a long, long time, dude. And honored to pass you the mic if you can hear me and want to take this out of my virtual hands here.
Hey dude, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I don't know if people know me or not, but I'm a crypto artist. Still sounds surreal saying that, but been around since like 2018, so I've seen a lot go on, and yeah, man, it's just amazing to be here. I've got like my background is in graphic design and street art, but I transitioned over to digital art once I kind of moved away from graphic design and freelancing and agencies. So yeah, I'm just loving every moment of it, and it's been a crazy ride over the past 3 years. Just nuts. And now I've got a drop on Nifty. It's just crazy to see some of the names on Nifty Gateway, and yeah, it's crazy. That's at 6:37 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I've got 6 pieces dropping. Both collections are very different. Yeah, I don't. Like, I'm really passionate about the pieces. I don't know if people have seen them or not. They're available on the website now. You can see them, but they're very different collections. I feel like that's one of the things that a lot of people tend to recognize me for is diverse style, the ability to kind of really adapt to different things and just go with the flow and create whatever. And I think that's something that resonates a lot with the crypto art mentality, and you know, a lot of your OGs here and stuff kind of resonate with that usually. But so yeah, man, I'm not sure if I can get up on screen kind of for people to see the collection, but I've got 2 collections. One of them's called Transgressio, and it's actually meant to be being inside parts of the brain, like between sections of the human brain, like the occipital lobe and the Wernicke's lobe, which is like the language section of the human brain. And that's personal to me because it's kind of like I struggle with language, you know, and talking and part dyslexic, so everything's kind of like distorted to me between kind of image recognition and language. And that's what the collection is for me. I don't know if people have seen a lot of my works kind of on Super as well. They're kind of like portals between the human mind. So I'm just really excited about that drop, and that's tonight. And you know, it's a huge opportunity. I don't know if anyone's got any questions or is Rizzle still there?
Yo, Gary. I hope everyone listened to that a little bit.
Short, but I don't really know kind of what details people may want to know, or if there's any questions.
That's why we have questions, and that's why we have Show to relay questions from the audience, man. So Show, hit Gary with the questions.
Hey Gary, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Hey dude.
When I first entered the space, your pieces were the most compelling and highly detailed works of art I've seen in a really long time. And the fact that you were doing digiphysical work removed any doubts that I had about crypto art at the time. And I just want to thank you for that, because I was kind of on the fence a long time ago, and you were kind of the one that pushed me over. So
nice. I'm glad you came to this side of the fence, dude.
Yeah. Your newest drop, Cyberpop Portraits, that's happening in a few hours, is somewhat of a more energized and vibrant take on your famous style. The color choices in particular have been moving in this direction lately with some other things, but this is really saying something at the moment. So what's the muse behind it all?
Yeah, so I was kind of like, I was talking to Robness. I don't know if, like, most people know Robness in the space, and he was kind of saying to me, you know, you should go with your traditional cyberpop portraits. That he personally favoured them, and I hadn't touched them in a while, and I kind of get excited to explore old collections and old pieces, and I just wanted to do something really psychedelic, but also kind of a contradiction within itself. So it's like, the old portraits are kind of very stagnant pieces, and very colors are a very specific palette that are quite dull, which doesn't resonate with our time at all. So I kind of like wanting to use the references of past creators in a modern context that was condescending for what they were built for. So it was like, as a whole, it was just kind of ripping on what art was and what can be. And although they're not like very active, they're quite like there's a lot of movement and no movement at the same time. And I feel like they're very. I was trying to speak on, you can be wherever you want to be digitally. But, you know, the faces change as such, and we hide behind these masks. So for me, the key motive behind them was really to say, like, you can be wherever you want to be, and we're living in a very colourful free time to just, you know, express, and it's quite psychedelic. So that's pretty much the thought process between manifesting those, really.
That's awesome. And out of all your pieces, which one is your favorite?
Yeah, I really resonated the most with the language lobe. I felt like it was probably the best representation of kind of how my mind works between like broken language and image recognition, and just kind of condescending like logos and consumerism with advertising. Yeah, that piece resonated with me like the most, for sure.
Sorry for the third question here, but we just got a
Okay.
question from Mark Rendar. He just said that he sees a big street art influence in your pieces, and he wants to know if you're handy with a spray can.
Yeah, my graphing is really not. I'm not by no means like a great grapher. I never really tagged like 90% of my stuff, and the other 10% was just a little phase. I'm pretty handy, you know. The majority of my work was probably mostly stencil made, with a little bit of freehand around it, but I wouldn't say I'm particularly great freehand at all. But yeah, I can graph. I don't really do it much anymore. I kind of did some stuff the other day in the local area, but for the most part, it's not a regular thing anymore.
But that doesn't really make sense, because I heard a little rumor that says that Gary Cartilage is also Banksy. Is there any truth to that?
Well, the biggest thing that contradicts that is he first created his first art. He first created his first street art the year I was born. So we're quite worlds apart, I think. No,
Okay.
Banksy's not one person anymore, but you know, so it is.
Well, I feel like that last statement leaves the door open to the possibility that you are at least a part of Banksy. But dude, so excited for your drop today. 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern, niftygateway.com. Make sure you show up, scoop some Gary Cartilage. I know I am really excited for that, brother. Thank you for taking the time to hop up on the virtual stage with us today, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
And then next up, we have someone that I've been excited. I've been working like months, if not like half a year, to try to get this guest on. We have Stina Jones in the house. Stina, unmute your mic and take it away. Let us know what you're working on. Did we whack her? Yeah, we whacked her.
I'm
Okay,
looking,
Stina,
man.
can you hear us? I unwhacked her. Can you hear us?
Hey, can you hear me okay?
There we go. Yeah, we got you unmuted.
Great stuff. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to find the chat channel so I could tell you.
Take it away whenever you're ready.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you now. Whenever you're ready.
Sorry. Having some technical issues. So yeah, anyway, hi everyone. Thanks so much for having me. I've been a long time fan of the WIP, so I'm really stoked to be here. Yeah, so a little bit about me. My name's Stina Jones. I'm a crypto artist and designer currently working out in Manchester, UK. My work is mostly character-based. I like crafting sort of whimsical narratives and imaginative worlds in a style that's sort of mixes clean lines and vivid colours. I've been putting my art on the blockchain since around mid-2018, and I was one of the first artists to mint on known origin when it launched. And if you do a little digging through my collections, actually on the platform, you can still find the odd vintage piece up for grabs. You can also find my work on MakersPlace, Async, Super Rare, Wearable, plus my own contracts on OpenSea. I'm also the artist behind the hand-drawn GAN Morph character series Ganoodles, in which I used an app called Playform to train an AI, generative adversarial network, on a dataset of my own character doodles, and then went and illustrated the results by hand. And yeah, so for the full list of all my collections, for anyone who's interested, you can head over to my website at stinajones.co.uk and head over to the stock list page and you'll get a list of everything there. As for work in progress, I've had my head down for a few months now, working on a few different things, including my submission to Art Blocks, which I'm super excited to be finalizing this week. This project was born out of a love for doodling robots. They've always been my go-to thing to doodle. So when I'm sat on hold or testing out a new pen or whatever, these doodles are generally made up of similar shapes and parts with the expressions and assembly just comes out a little bit different every time. So I thought this would be the perfect starting point for a generative art series. And yeah, thanks to the Artblocks team, Snowfro, Jeff, and their awesome developer Sebi, I now have a script that assembles these from a set of predetermined parts capable of producing over 7,000 different combinations. And the plan is to mint the first 1,000 that are randomly generated. And the SVGs for each of these will be stored entirely on chain and also come with a nifty license as well to allow commercial use to the token owner. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing if that changes how collectors get creative with their NFTs. And yeah, I'll be announcing the drop very soon, most likely via Twitter. So go follow me there at Stina_Jones to hear it first. Yeah, that's it. If anyone has any questions.
Cool. First off, before we get to the questions, I know you helped design today's POAP. I'm just wondering if you want to share a little bit of the background behind the design you shared for that.
Yeah, certainly. Well, it was one of my first experiments actually when I was sort of doing doodles over the top of photos, and that was something I did quite a lot when I first started, you know, tokenizing work on the blockchain. So it actually predated my Genesis works on known origin.
Cool. And then Showman, if there's any other questions from the crowd, hit Stina with them.
Hey, Stina, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, thanks, and you?
Good, good. So Skeeny would like to know, when are you going to collab with him?
Whenever he's ready. We've been meaning to do it for a while.
That's cool. Here's a more serious question. A number of reputable crypto artists have been approached by celebrities in order to collaborate on pieces. Sure, this brings visibility to a crypto artist, but the revenue and royalties from these collaborations vary wildly, and sometimes the deals aren't even worth the trouble of creating a piece in the first place. What are some of the best ways for artists to negotiate these deals in order to protect them from being used and just thrown away?
Well, that's a good question. I guess, well, split royalties is a must, really. I mean, there's a lot of platforms that offer that, like Known Origin, for example, they do the 50-50 split royalty. So yeah, I just think as long as you know your token ID is there on, your minting address is there on the token, and you're getting a split of the royalty, that's a good way to protect yourself.
Awesome. We also have a question from Paradox. He would like to know, well, he mentions that Known Origin is based in Manchester, which is where you live. Is there a connection there, or is it just a coincidence?
Well, that was actually how I found out about them, because they were presenting at a local event, and yeah, so that's the connection. I didn't know them before I started minting, but I did sort of come across them sort of from the stuff that they were doing in the local area.
Great.
Awesome. And then when we invited you up to this virtual stage, there's just so much love that was shouted out in the chat here. It got covered up right away because so many people were chatting here. But it looked like Brinkman, like you were the first person or first NFT that Brian Brinkman had collected. Like that's pretty fantastic. I know you were one of my top 5. Yeah. You're just so important, I think, to so many folks in the space, artists and collectors alike. It's just so happy that we can bring you up here on the virtual stage today, and so excited to watch what you keep creating heading forward. So I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done.
Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool. And then with that, we're moving on to our third and final speaker today. We have Mr. Sam Bruckman with us from AsyncArt and Verdegree. So Sam, when you're ready, unmute yourself and take it away.
I'm just going to drop the POAP now for everybody as well. It is POAP. Please message the bot. Do not message me. I cannot give you the POAP. I give you the code. You have to message Winston POAPs. 3, 2, 1.
Hold up. Sam, 1 second. Just make sure that everyone is able to claim their POAP. So just click on Winston POAPs and then message Stina Jones, and you'll be able to automatically receive your POAP. There we go.
No.
Okay.
Don't message Stina Jones. Message the POAP bot with the code Stina POAP. We just dropped it in the Discord. It's same for everybody. There's plenty for everyone. I did cheat. I got inside connections with the POAP master, but everyone will get one. No worries. But don't DM Stina. Don't DM Dragonade. DM the POAP bot.
Yeah, Winston POAP is the bot that you should be messaging, and then type in Stina POAP in there. Cool. Okay. We'll make sure that everyone gets their POAP if they want it. Make sure you do that now. And then Sam, without further ado, man, unmute and let us know what your latest works in progress are. Do we whack, Sam?
Can you guys hear me?
Here we go. We can hear you now.
Unwhacked.
Awesome. Unwhacked. Well, hey,
Sorry,
everybody.
Dude.
No worries. Great to be here and wonderful to be with the WIP. Huge fan of this organization and everybody a part of it. I'm really excited to let you guys know about a new feature coming up with AsyncArt, and that is the Async Music launch happening very soon. We're going to announce an exact date in the next couple of weeks. If you are familiar with AsyncArt, you know that what we do is about, we like creating dynamic art that changes over time. And there are 2 major ways of doing that. One way is through autonomy, time of day, time of month, et cetera, or fractionalization, so people can own parts of artwork and then customize it as needed. And so if you can imagine that with art, you can probably glean what will happen with async music, which is the exact same thing. People take stems of their music, customize those stems, and actually allow owners of those stems to customize their favorite iteration of that music. And we have a lot of different really exciting artists coming on to Wave 1, and a lot more with Wave 2 and Wave 3 and Wave 4. One of the main one of the projects that are happening right now that you can find on the Async and learn more on the AsyncArt website is a project called Betty's Notebook, which is done by a professional ensemble called Verdegree Ensemble, which I am the artistic director of. It's an amazing collaboration. And if I were to give you a 1-sentence snippet of what it actually is it's a simulation of Amelia Earhart's final distress calls as she was taken off her flight path, recorded by a young woman named Betty Clank in 1937. You can totally read about it more on AsyncArt or Verdigris or the Verdigris Ensemble website. There are a lot of collaborative artists here, over 24 that made this project happen, including my man, Brian Brinkman, who I think is in this room right now. So he created the visual artwork for the piece. So I encourage all of you guys to like and follow. Definitely AsyncArt for more information. Myself at Sam Brookman on Twitter, and Verdigris Ensemble, VERDIGRIS Ensemble on Twitter, and on our website, VERDIGRISmusic.org. And with that, that's all I got.
Dude, I was wondering how you're going to contain all that information into 2 or 3 minutes. You did that quite masterfully, I have to say.
Thank you. I had to practice.
And for everyone else that's probably super interested in more details, of course, we have a couple of questions we'll get to. But Rizzle and I recorded an awesome episode of the Matthew and Rizzle Show a couple of days earlier that we're going to release next Wednesday in the Token Smart Discord during Foxy Yoga's podcast listening party for the Mars podcast. So you can check that out. But without further delay, hit Sam with the questions.
Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Hey, man.
Okay, so really quick snippet here. Amelia Earhart. Wow. Okay, that's pretty interesting. How'd that come about? I mean, we do want to check it out, but can you let us know a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. So, I stumbled on this really interesting article on Reddit, about 4 or 5 years ago, when I was considering doing a project on this. It's called Betty's Notebook. So if you type into Google Betty's Notebook, you'll see that a young woman named Betty Clank in 1937 heard what she thought was Amelia Earhart on the radio. And for the next 60 years, she tried to convince scientists and historians and researchers to try and prove that what she wrote down and what she heard was actually true. And so the interesting part about this piece is that there's so much mystery shrouded around it. We'll never know whether the document is real, but there is circumstantial evidence, which still gives me chills to this day, that, Betty Clank wrote things in her notebook that no one would have known about Amelia Earhart. Things like, tell my husband George to grab the suitcase out of my closet, and within that suitcase there was a letter in case of Amelia Earhart's death. So it's definitely something really out there, and something that totally intrigued me. And from there I was like, we have to do a project on this. And 3 years later, we had a performance of this once, and then we adapted it to async music. So it's been 3 years in the making.
Cool. All right. So we have a question from Atlaw. Atlaw would like to know, are the SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce's recent comments saying that she considers fractionalized NFTs as being akin to unregistered security sales worrying for async? And are there any changes that have caused async to take a different course or different action in regards?
It's a great question. I think generally speaking, we're looking into all options right now. I think fractionalization is an issue that every organization and everybody has had to sort of wrap their mind around. And so, I think this is an issue and something, a comment that we're going to continue having to be flexible about and having to adapt to. So I think as we go forward and as we get more information, we'll be able to assess and continue to work on sort of that comment and also that aspect with fractionalization.
I just got to say, I love the questions that show brings every single week, and also the questions from the audience. Yeah, it's just perfect. So with that, man, Sam, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule again for us this week to jump on the virtual stage here at the WIP. I hope you had a good time here dancing your avatar ass off in CryptoVoxels for a second. And Thanks, just keep creating and doing your thing.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Well, I hope everyone claimed their Stina POAP. I know I did. Another great WIP in the bag here. I hope everyone's having fun hunting for these Easter eggs as well. Yeah, it's just amazing. I can't wait for the afties. So Rizzle, man, do you have any updates you want to hit the folks with before we get shows starting to yell at us?
It was a short and sweet rapid fire whip today with the concurrent egg hunt and everything. No, this is awesome, man. 3 incredible speakers that I'm huge fans of. Absolutely love that. I didn't even get to like do as much heckling as I wanted to in the chat box just because I was like really enthralled with what everyone was saying. No, I think we have a few winners from the egg hunt already, but just remember the selfie challenge is going to be ongoing, and everyone who participates in that will get rewarded. So don't let that deter you from looking for the eggs. But I think, Ian, if you're on hand, man, and want to announce where we're at with the egg hunt and who is currently winning, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so drum roll, please. We're going to announce in third place. In third place, we got Crypto Roger. And then in second place, we got SPU. And the grand prize winner for today is Can Wolf. I feel like Can Wolf has won a bunch of these, so that's pretty dope. Now remember, if you find all 3 eggs, I think the rule is that if you find all 3 eggs, you're still like entered for an airdrop of a whale. So there's only 4 people that have found all 3 eggs. So please keep looking. There's a lot of you that have found 2. So I will pass it back over to Rizzle now.
Awesome. Yeah. Keep finding those eggs. We'll leave this competition open for, I don't know, we didn't decide a time, as long as it makes sense until people are done finding eggs. Midnight. We decided, hey, all right, midnight PST. That's how long you have to find eggs. If you find eggs after that, they're rotten and expired and they get you nothing. But no, in all seriousness, take some selfies, get some, find some eggs. We'll airdrop some whale on everyone who does the things. Yes, congratulations, Con Wolf. We're not suggesting that you rigged it, but we're thinking that it might be possible. But we'll hook you up, dude. Make sure you grab your Stina POAP. Y'all, thanks for turning out today. How many people got rickrolled? Hopefully tons. If you don't know what we're talking about, you haven't found enough eggs yet. Showman, if you're ready to roll, dude, take the mic from me.
One year ago, April 1st, 2020, 2 people were sitting in an empty Discord, but they were also hanging out at the same time on CryptoVoxels. Aside from a massive block full of crypto artists that Conlon from AsyncArt basically owned with his collective, every other parcel was empty. A parcel would cost maybe $300, $400 in fiat. In ETH, it was something like 2 ETH, 3 ETH when ETH was awesome. And I just heard that The Weeknd is releasing an NFT. And the other person said, "Come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's The Weeknd? An NFT? What? Dude, that's the worst April Fool's joke ever." And the other person was like, okay. And then he waited 5-6 minutes, and then he was like, "Hey, man, the AxieInfinity Twitter account has been suspended." And the other person was like, "Come on, man. I'm chilling in this empty Discord server. I'm not hanging out here trying to hear these terrible April Fool's fucking jokes, man. You're wasting my time. I'm trying to learn Magic of Voxels. I'm trying to figure out all this other stuff, and you're wasting my time." And the other person was like, "Okay, cool. All right, man. I'm just gonna, I'm just getting these I don't know, these gems, these jewels. Like this is like divination, man. I'm like, so he waited a little longer, you know, then he just threw another just idea at him. Boom. Super quick, fast. He said, hey, Beeple is collaborating with Snoop Dogg and they're releasing a crypto art piece. It's going to be a big drop. Then the person was like, all right, man, honestly, you are the worst. You are the absolute worst April Fool's joke teller, speaker. Like, this is ridiculous. I get it. It's April Fool. It's April's Fool's joke. All right. But it's too obvious. It's too obvious, mind you. They're in an empty Discord server, right? They're on an empty parcel in CryptoVoxels. Super affordable, super cheap. This empty Discord server was the Token Smart server April 1st last year. It was Jim and it was Nate Alex talking to each other. And they had these three things that they were trying. Well, one truly believed wholeheartedly and the other person did not believe. Nate Alex didn't believe while Jim believed. Welcome to the Afties, y'all. Tell me if you believe that conversation happened. Tell me if you believe in the WIP channel. You tell me if you believe that conversation happened. Beeple and Snoop Dogg releasing a collaborative art piece. The Weeknd releasing an NFT. The AxieInfinity Twitter account. Hey, listen, are you sure? Do your research. Hey, April 1st, 2020, the Token Smart server, it was just two people talking to each other while also simultaneously hanging out in CryptoVoxels when parcels were cheap. Do you believe that April Fool's joke? You probably don't, because I'm the worst at April Fool's jokes. But welcome to the Afties. I'm your host show. If you have no idea what was just happening, basically, I am saying that these things came into fruition. They came into fruition and they were talked about a year ago. And sometimes people are psychic as fuck. Shout out to Matthew for saying that. He made a good point that there are a ton of OGs here, right? And they tell you things, right? And it's all insight, it's all knowledge and wisdom, and it's up to you to really discern what is possible and what it isn't. And we will sound like broken records at one point because we're looking at the space every day, all the time, you know? So when we say things like that, even on April 1st, what is a truth? Not what is a truth? What is the truth? And what is a lie? All right. That being said, all right, we had three awesome presenters. Shout out to all the presenters. Speaking of super OGs, right? I mean, seriously, like these are like these three presenters are so tapped in and they're doing awesome, incredible, great things. They know the space so well. Shout out to them. It's only right. It's only right that we make super bold predictions in the form of hot takes and opinions moving forward. All right. So obviously, you know what's about to happen. I need you in the form of a hot take or opinion or an opinion, right? You sell me your April Fool's joke and I'll tell you if it's bullshit or if I believe it'll happen. All right. So you unmute your microphone. You unmute your damn microphone. You hit me with this April Fool's joke because honestly speaking, I don't believe a damn thing at all. Everything, I take everything with a grain of salt.
It's all a lie. It's a joke.
It's all a lie.
Yeah, both of you, yeah, it's all a lie, and yeah, everything is a joke. Yes. All right.
Come on.
I got April one, man. I heard.
Wait, hold. Wait. Let me try to maintain order here. I know I am the most chaotic, psychotic personality during this period of the WIP. Let me try to bring a point of order like Sandy does when she puts everything in bold, when she uses the extra Discord super typing things and she makes her letters bold and shit. All right, here's the first thing. Gary Cartilage, here's the first presenter, right? Here's my next hot take. People right, in the future will start to fractionalize crypto artists themselves, not like B20, more like they will all take on the assumed pseudonyms and names of crypto artists and mint shit under their names and fractionalize their artwork and claim to be them. Thoughts?
There are no people in the future.
Really? Really? There aren't going to be any people in the future?
Yes, correct. Yeah, we're all gonna be cyborgs, or something. We'll have to call ourselves something other than people.
Well, wait. I have a hot take in regards to this. Hold that thought. That's going to definitely make a comeback. In regards to this, crypto artists will be fractionalized next. This time next year, April 1st, 2022. Crypto artists will be fractionalized, like Matthew said in regards to Gary possibly being Banksy, right? Crypto artists will be fractionalized. We'll be fractionalizing Skinny.
Skinny's already fractionalized. He has Skull. Anyone with the social currencies technically fractionalize themselves.
Skinny's shaved head and glasses will be on two different people. They'll be fractionalized. Skinny himself.
Why are we gonna skin Skinny alive? What the hell?
I'm trying to flay and skin Skinny just because.
You're sick, man.
Skinny,
stop it. Get some help.
This time last year, Skinny should have told me that crypto voxel parcels were so cheap back in the day that they'd be ridiculously expensive nowadays. It's Skinny's fault. So Skinny needs to be fractionalized so I can make that money back. All right. If he didn't phrase it in the form of an April Fool's, I probably would have believed him. Thoughts? I'm just taking a wild shot at Skeety. This is about Gary Cartilage, Troy Fitzpatrick. Thoughts?
What? Okay, wait. So you don't want to skin Skinny alive now? You want to skin Gary instead?
Yes. Yeah. I need a piece.
What
I need a piece.
With you in skinning people?
There is I believe it's a tennis player. I don't know if anyone else saw this. She just sold her elbow, right? She sold the space on her elbow for anyone to do something creative with in the form of an NFT. We need to fractionalize artists and people in 2021. This time.
Okay, well, how about you at least ask their permission first?
They're selling it
before you start just doing this for them or to them.
The consensuality, it's not even a damn word. The consensualness, that's not a word too, right? That's already built into the NFT itself. You're selling it. Thoughts? We need to fractionalize these awesome creators and so we can make money off of them. All right? This time next year. Thoughts?
Dude, you're gonna see that so much more people like leasing out their skin for tattoos and all that stuff. In addition to having folks invest in them, big clouds taking over the world. Like,
my avatar is ready for sponsors.
Leasing out their skin. That sounds so terrible.
It's gonna happen. Pieces of people, pieces of famous crypto artists. You want a piece of them, not just the crypto art piece that they create. You want a piece of them.
I dislike it.
Moving on. Next subject. In regards to Sam Bruckman and audio NFTs. Async music, the music industry. You hear me every single week talk about the music industry and how predatory it is. I wanted to deep dive, right? This time next year, the April Fool's joke. Is this bullshit or is this real? Right? What I'm about to say. Is this bullshit or is this real? Right? I believe that no artist I know feels that their pieces are complete, that there is a market for someone to have things permanently on chain, be mutable while being on chain. Like if you have a finished art, if you have a finished song, right? But yeah, it's not really finished. You want to take out layers. You want to take out the hi-hat. You want to take out the snare. You want to take out the drums. But then you're like, hey, you know what? I kind of want all that shit back. Like 2 minutes later, you're gonna be switching, swapping, mismatching. I can't even fucking speak. You want to switch out all the different things. And I believe that this is gonna be a thing. And there's a lot of money where artists will be able to do one song and they will continuously make money off of one song by taking things away, putting things right back in, just like Kanye did with his The Life of Pablo album, where he kept switching out different tracks. He kept editing and re-uploading and still making tons of money. Is this an April Fool's joke or is this real? Thoughts? Your silence means that you agree. Your silence means that you believe. Your silence
call you ding dong.
Your silence means that async music will not be silent. It will have legs. It will have traction. People will be able. Collectors will be able to press a button. Hey,
Yes,
hey,
agreed.
I believe that layers, right? When it comes to music, is the future. People will be able to have live concertos, pressing buttons, taking out this and that. They'll be able to tweak songs and have it the way that they want it. Imagine a Weeknd song. Imagine the Weeknd's House of Balloons entire mixtape album. You'll be able to press a button. You can take out his vocals and just listen to the background track. That's what I think is going to happen.
One.
Hi, Mr. Yellers.
Hi. Thoughts? April 1st, 2022. What do you think?
That'll be a huge, foolish day.
You got a friend. Hi, Dragonate's mom. I believe, right? If we're sitting in Decentraland, right, and we're sitting on those evergreen parcels, right? We're swapping mana back and forth. We're swapping wearables back and forth. The next thing that will be swapped are layers. Layers, there will be a secondary market for swapping layers for your favorite songs. You know what? I don't want to hear The Weeknd's voice. Swap it out. Moving on. Next subject. Shout out to Stina Jones. She's super OG crypto artist in the space. Her artwork is timeless. So timeless that April 1st, 2022, when it comes to generative artwork, just like I mentioned, and during the first hot take / April Fool's joke, I can't land the April Fool's joke to save my life. Generative artwork and cyborgs, we won't be living, Dragonate, correct. We won't be living, but our artwork will. You know why? Because we'll have generative artwork through AIs remapping, reminting pieces. Remapping, reminting pieces, taking over our names, taking over our lives. There won't be such thing as a crypto art space. There won't be people in the space. You click a button and people can have a Stina Jones. You click a button, people can have a Gary Cartilage. You click a button, they'll have a Beeple. They don't need you, but they can make your artwork. Oh, do you want to be the next this? They'll press a button. They'll make millions of dollars in ETH. Because I'm an ETH max, I'm just going to reference ETH, right? They don't need the artist anymore. They can just make this. Hey, Burger King, White Castle, have it your way, right? McDonald's, have it your way. Press a button, you get a McFlurry in the form of a super famous artist. They don't need you on April 1st, 2022. Thoughts?
I wouldn't just like I would much prefer actually a burger NFT. You know, every time I got fast food, it'd be nice to have an NFT with that. Why not? Fast food's getting expensive, and the amount of food you get for it is getting smaller. So give me a frickin' NFT with it too, McDonald's.
Humans will adapt. We'll just become to the point where we're the hackers. Hack is the art.
Pepsi.
Elaborate. Wait. Hold. Gary, elaborate on that.
Human hack will be the art. So everything will be aligned and calculated and monetized. Then there'll be errors. Then people will see, wow, so there's that GC error that popped up again. That's the art. That will be the art. Is breaking a new point in the line.
So the flaw, the human error, the glitch, that'll be where the value is at April 1st, 2022?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you...
if we're not all dead by then.
If we're all alive and everyone with this influx this influx of people, celebrities trying to collab, brand new artists trying to make things, everyone is not as skilled as a Gary Cartilage, as a Stina Jones, right? Would you say that their mistakes, their flaws, their value is going to be the thing that people will be buying April 1st, 2022? Actually, that's a rhetorical question. That is a rhetorical question. They'll be buying your mistakes instead of perfect artwork. Thoughts? Hey, listen, your silence means that you're complicit, all right? If the SEC comes call, you're complicit in everything I'm saying. I'm the loudest and the most nonsensical voice in the room right now. I'm your friend in your Twitter DM saying all these things. I am in your Discord DMs just trying to give you facts and give you all sorts of links to random things that I read. It's all surface info, man. April 1st, 2022, this is what's going to be happening. Are you going to FOMO in? Do you believe in me enough to FOMO into what I'm saying? Drago Nate's mom, do you believe me? Don't listen to Nate. Listen to me.
Oh, shit.
I'm your child too.
Just hung up, man. I'm sorry. I'll ask her.
Thanks, food cookies.
Hey, I can't craft an April 1st fool's joke, right? I can't even say April Fool's properly, right? But what I can craft is the perfect tweet, right? If I schedule it in the future, I schedule this now, right? And in the future it comes true, everyone owes me some fucking coin. You owe me something. You heard all these tips. You're gonna take it.
I have lots of something that I can give you. And I do mean stuff on the blockchain, don't worry. You didn't give an amount, so, you know, I'm just assuming that I can give you whatever I feel at the time.
That's awesome. Speaking of giving, hey everyone, thank you so much for coming through to this edition to the Afties. If I'm not mistaken, we still have the egg hunt going on right now, correct? Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it goes till midnight.
Correct. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Midnight PST. Correct. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming through to the WIP this week. Please check out the event calendar. Check out all the awesome things happening in the Token Smart server. Much love. Shout out to all the presenters and shout out to the rest of the WIP crew and everybody else doing all the things here. And stay tuned. I guess there's music coming up, right? So much love, everyone, and I'll see you around.
Quick shout out. I got an easy street at 3:30 with Adidas.eth from over in the Whale server. And tomorrow we throw down again with a hip hop freestyle party at Cypher. I'm actually doing a clubhouse tonight too, so hope to catch you on the flip side. easy, and out. Peace, love, and whipsy.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
Well, I'll tell you what.